Hi, this is Dustin with the Nerd Effect Podcast, and we are coming to you from Cherry City Comic-Con right here in Salem, Oregon. And I am joined by Miss Echo Chernik, artist extraordinaire, amazingness, all abound. And we're here to talk about her and learn about her, see what she does, where she started, all that fun stuff.
True, all the way down from Seattle to join you, so thank you for interviewing.
Yes, yeah, people say we drove far from Boise, which I'm not sure if there's a small time difference.
It's a small time difference, yeah.
But, well, thank you for doing this for us. I appreciate it.
So, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, I guess. So.
Yeah, have at it.
So, and first of all, Cherry City Comic-Con is awesome.
Also, note the pirate stance.
Note the pirate stance.
It's awesome.
So, I've been doing advertising, Art Nouveau illustration for 20 years now. I do a lot of mainstream advertising work. I've done work for Miller, Camel, Coors, NASCAR, Trek, Social Seasonings, Jose Cuervo, DeKuiper, the Post Office, the military, Regal Cinemas, Hasbro, Publix, pretty much everybody.
You've been around the block.
I'm going to start listing the things I haven't done for. So, Oakley. If you're on Oakley, I would like to work for Oakley eventually.
Oakley Sunglass Company?
So, yeah, Oakley's just
Why
awesome.
Oakley?
I just like Oakleys. They're just
awesome. Like Oakley?
I just like an Oakley fan. I'm like an Oakley person.
Not Ray-Ban, Oakley.
No, Oakleys. So
Okay.
if they're on there, I'd like to do some Oakley work. Anyway, so I do a lot of mainstream work. And we started doing the shows about 8 years ago, I guess now. So it gives me a chance to meet a lot of really cool people.
Yeah.
So I'll show you some of my more popular personal pieces. Besides working for all the mainstream work, this is one of my Cthulhu pieces. Can you see it okay there? So,
excellent.
All right, this is Absinthe Cthulhu. She's one of my later ones.
This is all in full 1080p high def. They'll see it.
All right, you can see the Cthulhu piece. You see all the detail. Those are, I think, the ones I'm most known for in the shows. These are purely personal pieces. I've also brought with me, since this is nerdy here, I did this for BBC America a couple of years ago.
So you actually did this for BBC?
For BBC America.
That's awesome.
Yep. I don't really do too much as far as fan art, so these are all pieces that I've done for clients. So I did this for BBC America, and it's a tattoo sleeve that I did for them for their San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and they wanted to make full-out nylon tattoo sleeves so people would walk around the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's designed, so this is the shoulder piece, and I drew this on my arm in ballpoint pen. So here I am before Calgary Comic-Con, and I go to the show to set up, and I have ballpoint pen TARDIS on my arm and all these things. And then the angels are this way, so that it's designed so that the TARDIS is here, and then when you lift your arm up, you have the angels, the don't blink angels on that side.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So
very cool.
yeah, so.
Well, very
and then
cool.
Of course I do a lot of
pinup work? No, sorry, Shadowrun.
Shadowrun pinup too. Well, since you're talking pinup work, let's see. I have a little bit of my own pieces that are Shadowrun pinup work.
Yeah, these
so,
are.
It's technically Shadowrun pinup work. But beyond that, I do a lot of work for Shadowrun. We've been playing for 20 years, so I do most of my advertising work, and then I get the chance to do a lot for them.
And you've actually done these for Shadowrun.
Oh yeah, I've done about 9 or 10 covers for them. This is the Run Faster cover, which just got into Spectrum actually, which is a pretty cool thing. Spectrum is really hard to get into. They have like about 6,000 applicants a year, and only 300 pieces are chosen, so that was pretty cool that this one
really
got
cool.
in. Yeah, it's got a centaur. The guys at Catalyst call this my brony cover, because it's got the centaur. But I've done, I'll get to this in a second. So I've done a lot of different covers for them. And then for the last 2 years, I've been working on the Shadowrun Tarot deck, all by myself, with my husband Lazarus. And we've been putting together 78 cards that are really, really cool, because I'll show you some of them. These are awesome. You see that? I shrunk on you here. I don't know if you can see those. So, but if you look online, I'll let you hold those.
Excellent.
The Shadowrun Tarot deck is really, really cool because they called me up and they asked me to do a tarot deck. So you can use it just like a normal tarot deck. But it's also a visual run generator. So when somebody looks at any of these cards, they can make up a run based around it. I mean, there's all these elements in it where you can say, extract that lady, or figure out, go steal the plans for this robotic dog, or steal these really, really expensive fish, or there's all these things that are just hidden in there. Then there's the puzzle level, which has all these puzzles that are built in here. Some of the cards work together to solve puzzles. There's runs that are going to be in the GM guide that we're writing that work together. And then there's a whole nother level that I'm not talking about that affects the entire Shadowrun universe. Which is awesome.
You can tell us here, it's all confident.
No, yeah, so just between you and me, and
just between you and me and everybody else on YouTube who wants to watch this thing. These are cool.
But I have a Shadowrun page dedicated to my Shadowrun artwork. If you just type in Echo Shadowrun Art on Facebook, you can join the group. It's an open group, and then we talk a little more openly about what's hidden in the art. So
awesome. Yeah, these are way cool.
So, and speaking of tarot decks, we're also rerunning. We have 2 Kickstarters going on right now. one to reprint the Color Your Own Tarot deck. That was published by Penguin about 10 years ago, and now it's been kicking around, and I realized, oh, I can reprint this. So that's up on Kickstarter right now.
I was noticing that one of them was Yaya Han. I think was one of them.
Not one of the tarot decks in here. One of my pieces is. I have 3 pieces I did of Yaya. I've known her for years. She's awesome, and we did we shot pictures 7 years ago, I think, and so I have several pieces of her. So
very cool.
And then the other Kickstarter is for this one ends on Tuesday. So these are for the Swan Queen, Raven Queen, and I'm doing Falcon Queen right now, and then
very
Crane.
cool.
So these are personal pieces that I do in all of my free time. I'm not doing everything else like a tarot deck.
What's free time?
What's free time? Sleep when you're dead.
Exactly.
So, you know?
Well, very cool. So where, I guess, can people find you?
Well, right now at Cherry City Comic Con.
Well, I mean.
Yeah. So, echo-x.com. Or on Facebook, if you type in Echo Chernik. Or in Seattle. So,
or Seattle.
I'm
Come to our front door and just knock and say hi.
Hey, how's it going? echochernik.com as well. So we're currently revamping that site. So, but you'll find me all over. Or just type in Echo Art and I'll pop up.
I did a quick read of your bio and I noticed that there was a meaning behind the Echo X.
Yes, X is. I used to do programming early on when the internet started first getting settled. Back when nobody knew how to make art for the internet, so it was really ugly. So we were in high demand because we knew how to make it look pretty. So I had to learn how to do HTML and all of that. So X is a variable. So it's echo-x, which means there's echo pinup art, echo-shadowrun art. It just means that I can pretty much do anything. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, very cool.
Cool?
Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the interview. And so again, go find Echo Chernik online. We'll put all the links down in the YouTube comments so you can go find them wherever she's at, except for her home address.
I'll also be this summer. I'll be at Gen Con and Dragon Con and San Diego Comic Con and Boston. I've never been to Boston Comic Con.
And I believe
before.
I saw all those dates on your website.
They are on my website.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So.
Excellent. Well, awesome. Well, thank you again.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
So one more big R.
Awesome.